Right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Sunday afternoon. If you're not watching football, come and see me. I'm working with flowers today, so hopefully you will enjoy your service the way I always do. So when I hear somebody or see somebody comes on, then I will start. If you can all just send out your thoughts to those around you that need the healing or need the help. But I'm always sending out healing myself. Okay, I'm sitting in my dining room at the minute, so it's quite bright. I was quite surprised actually how bright it is, but it's there. Hi, Reverend Sarah Higginson. How are you? Hi, Joanne Lewis. Hello. So to the pair of you as you've come on, hi, Mel Whelans. I'm going to be working with flowers today, so I'll start with Reverend Sarah Higginson because she was first on. Right, Sarah, I'm going to choose you a pink rose. Can you see that beautiful pink rose? Absolutely beautiful. You can see it in the light and you can see the stem on it. The stem has got quite a bit of damage on it, so we don't need that, so I'll take that off. The pink rose means to me maternal love, and it is absolutely beautiful. You can see all the petals that are forming around it. But as I look at this flower, I can smell the faint smell of a lavender smell with this one. But I know the rose is there for you with love. And I feel with you at the moment that I need to stand up for myself a bit more. Maybe somebody that has been pulling you down, but I want to say everything around you is starting to come better. I see with all the petals here that it is quite open to possibilities. So maybe you have got to start to do something which will help you to move forward. Sweetheart, I have a lady with you, and this lady, she comes forward, she's got glasses on and she's doing this with her glasses. I felt before she passed, her glasses were loose on her because that's what she's made me pull down. Hello, Liana. I know as I'm talking to this lady, Sarah, she's given me a sense of values. She said you've always been strong with your values, and she's just saying how much she loved you as a child. She said about standing your ground. She said she always stood her ground, so you should be the same. I know as I'm talking to you as well, with this lady, she's standing in her garden and I can see her looking at all the flowers in there. I can see some beautiful pansies. I can see purple and yellow pansies. But I feel that although she loved all the spring flowers, she also loved the autumn roses because she's brought me the autumn oranges and the peachy colours and the red colours. Sarah, she gives me the names of June. She also gives me Margaret, and she's just given me Anne. She said about taking time for you. She's singing to me, lavender blue, dilly dilly, lavender green. When I am king, dilly dilly, you will be queen. So I feel she used to sing to you quite a lot. With her is a gentleman, and the gentleman he has like he ain't got a lot of hair on his head, but he has got a small bump on the side of his head. I know there is a lot going on with him as well. And I feel he passed with a lung problem. He's saying here that life is for living. Live your life to the best you can. He's brought you a little robin, and he says, remember, the robins are spirit messengers. So watch for a messenger coming to visit you over the next few days. But Sarah, just remember this. You're on your own pathway. Follow your dreams and show people just how strong you are. All right, sweetheart? And I'm going to say to you, never, ever stop loving yourself. All right, sweetheart? So can I leave that with you and say thank you for working with me? Okay. Can I talk to Joanne Lewis, please? Joanne? This is stuck. Are you a bit stuck at the moment, Joanne? Because I couldn't get this flower out and I've got a lot of rubbish there with it. So I feel you've got a lot of rubbish going on in your life at the minute. I'm giving you a sweet William. Can you see all the flowers that are with it? There's 1, 2, 3, and then the main flower. So you must have either 3 siblings and you're the mainstay. But with this beautiful flower, in Scotland, it's called Stinky Willie because it grew all where the Battle of Culloden, all the soldiers died, the English, and that's why they call him Stinky Willie. It's got a real strong scent to it, but this beautiful purpley pink colour is showing you that you are very spiritual in your own way. Joanne, there is lots going on in your life at the moment. Yeah, 3. Because that is what I was seeing. I was seeing the 3, but which are separate, and that is you under 3. But I know as I hold this flower in my hand, the scent is so, so beautiful. And the spiritual self of you is coming out with this beautiful flower. Sweetheart, I want to bring you a lovely lady here. And this lady is Mum or Grandma. She loved flowers, any kind of flowers. She said that you have been suffering a bit with headaches just recently, and she sends you the power of healing for you. She said I had to give you a lovely hug from her. And I do know that she loved to cook. She's showing me making chicken casserole. And because I had chicken today, she's done yours in a casserole. So that's a memory of a chicken casserole. Then somebody around you has got the headaches, or she had the headaches, sweetheart, because I just got the headache straight across my head. She's saying you like to cook as well, but she said you're not fussy. You like to do things your own way. Joanne, I'm given Mary and also Joan with you. I'm also seeing a gentleman, and the gentleman, as he comes forward, he gives me the name of Albert. So it's either your granddad or it is an uncle. He brings you a stepping stone. He said I had to give you a stepping stone. He said you have to move forward as you move forward on your spiritual pathway. That stepping stone is to help you. She's saying here, and he is with you as well. They're both saying, take time for you. I've just been given John as well, and a pain in my stomach. So there's a problem with stomach around you. You also understand a lady on this earth plane that needs healing and needs quite a lot of healing. So I'm asking you to send out the healing for this lady. I'm told to give you a big, big red rose. And it's from a bush in a garden. And it's a climbing rose. Okay. All right, sweetheart. You have to take time for you. But remember, sending out the healing for yourself and also for people around you works both ways. All right, sweetheart. I've asked for you something special, and which they've given you was the red rose. So it's the red rose with lots of love from the spirit world. So can I leave that with you and say thank you for working with me? Michelle Oliver. Michelle Oliver. Michelle, I am giving you gypsophilia. Look at this lovely flower. It's like it's one that they put with roses. When you see the roses in the bouquets, the gypsophilia is always put in there. I see here there's been a split in a family. I don't know why, but I feel as though I just want to move these out of the way. You're very much welcome, Joanne. Michelle Oliver, I'm talking to. I just feel this gypsophilia must mean something to you, but I'm putting it round and pushing it round. But I know that I also want to give you a red rose with it. I know with you, Michelle, although you've got a lot going on in your life at the minute, this flower is saying, take time for you. Take time for you. Yes, it is called baby's breath, but it is gypsophilia. That's the real name of it. But it also tells me that there's a child in the spirit world that belongs with you. And this child is a girl child. I know as I'm talking to you, I want to give you a ring with a ruby in it. So, name of ruby, or you understand where the ruby ring is. But as I put this flower down with the others, I just feel as though I want to put my head like this and say, for all the world that is around me giving me grief, I give myself because I feel you give so much of yourself to other people. Michelle, there is strength within you. And I know whoever is broken away from the family, they will come back. I feel with you also that I have a lady here. The lady's about 5'3", 5'4", very slim in the body, had beautiful blue eyes. And I feel a mum or a grandma. She was a lady that loved to go to fellowship, she's saying. So she would always go to church and she always made sure she made something for the fellowship. She's saying here that there was a time where she could get out and about, but she said before she passed, she couldn't do anything. She gives me the names of Anne and Jean. I know they're connected with you, and also Rita, and I want to give you also Mary. All right. She's saying I have to give you a beautiful, beautiful silk yellow rose. And I feel she always had some silk roses in her home. But the yellow rose means memories. Michelle, she's saying here, you have got the strength of a lion. She said, use it well. Right, have a gentleman now with you. The gentleman is father or grandfather. He was a gentleman that was in either the Air Force or he was in the Marines, but I feel the Air Force. I know he was in World War II, and I know that he loved to be out and about in different countries. Michelle, he's saying, you have to travel well to find you. I'm also feeling with you now at the moment, sweetheart, that there is a bit of things happening around you where you don't need to talk to other people. The gentleman is giving me the names of Tom and also giving me John. He said, I have to give you a white feather, and that is coming from the angels. So trust in yourself, sweetheart. Show other people that you are stronger and are ready to move forward. All right, sweetheart. I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. I want to speak to Cornelia Dutton, please. Cornelia, I'm giving you the white rose. And there's 2 roses here, look, 2 together. It smells quite delicious. It's come with its own leaves, and the leaves are perfect. I feel that you love perfection. And I know this white rose is perfection for you. Cornelia, you have to start to look to self in a different way. The white rose means everlasting or always. And I want you to remember that you are ready to move forward on your own pathway. There is a sense of knowledge with you. So maybe you need to join a circle that can help you to move forward. On these leaves, it's got a bit of black spot. But as I take that leaf away, it means I've taken away the rubbish in your life. This white rose also means perfection. So just remember that. Sweetheart, there is a lot going on in your life at the minute. And I have a lady that sits like this. And this lady would have been either your mum or your grandmother. She was a lady that gave a lot of herself. I felt she helped so many people when she was on this earth plane. And I sense with her that she had problems with her tummy. And I know at the end of the day, she took a lot of things on board. She's saying here that there is a lot going on and you just need to find you again. I know as I'm talking to this lady, she's very much part and parcel of your life, and she loved you to pieces. She's also showing me a shop, and I'm seeing a shop that sold groceries. So either she worked in the grocery shop, or she just letting you know that she was around you. She's saying also, sweetheart, that you have to start to think more about yourself. Stop worrying about others and trust in your own self. She's saying also that your granddad is with her. Was it a grocery shop you had, sweetheart? Because this is what I'm seeing behind the counter with a gentleman. And the gentleman is about 5'9", 5'10" in height. I don't know whether he kept pigeons or he used to love pigeons. But I'm given the names of Jeffrey, and also I want to give you John. Cornelia, you have to start to think more about you. Don't let others put you back, because you are a strong lady and you need just to push yourself a bit more. Okay. I have another gentleman just popped in here to see you. And the gentleman who's come to see you is either your uncle or your brother. Ah, right. Do you understand the grocery shop, though? Because I'm showing that everything will be okay. I'm just being told to say it to you. But I saw the gentleman and the lady selling behind a counter in a shop. Okay. I'm told William. There you go. I knew there was groceries there because that's what I saw. But everything will be okay. Just trust in your spirit guides. They're with you every step of the way. All right, sweetheart. I've asked for something special for you, and I'm given bluebells. Well, bluebells to me mean healing. All right, sweetheart. I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Okay, let's go back. Mel Whelan, please. Can I talk to Mel Whelan? Mel Whelan. Let's have a look. Mel Whelan. Okay. Mel, I want to give you this lovely chrysanthemum. Can you see? Beautiful yellow. The yellow always means to me gut feeling. Always go with your gut feeling. If you think things are not right, then you don't go with them. You are a strong lady, and this is why we have chosen this lovely one for you. Okay. Mel, I know you're talking to me because I can feel you there. But I know as I'm holding this flower in front of me, it means to me September, loving yourself and providence. So you must always remember, Mel, that spirit are with you every step of the way. I have a lady with you, and this lady, she comes forward, mum or grandma. I know that she loved you to pieces. She's showing me making hot dogs. She's showing me sausages and bread rolls and onions. And I feel she used to like to do that on a Friday because she's showing me Friday. She said, you are ready to take a step back from a situation that's with you. So it's either a situation with work or a situation with something that's happening around you. But she's saying here, just remember, the spirit world are with you every step of the way. The lady's given me, oh, you remember, do you? She's given me the names of Florence. Also, she's given me Margaret. And she just said about June. So June the month or June the name. She said just to say to you, you are missing out on a lot of things. It's time to start to go back to the beginning and start again. Mel, there's a gentleman coming in now, and this gentleman was a gentleman that liked to be outside. I could see him tinkering with an old car. Oh, happy birthday, Mel. I know this gentleman, he gives me Brian and also John. And he's just said that you've got to get things right. And I know he's saying that someone around you has been using a wooden spoon and, you know, making problems for you. So take notice of self. You know, on your spiritual journey, you know that lots of people are there for you, but others are not. He said about a black cat, he said that you know what I'm talking about with the black cat. I want to give you an obsidian. That is the crystal, the obsidian. And that is an obsidian, the black crystal. It's protection and also for helping you. Mel, I also want to give you, you've got a black cat, okay, because he's laughing and he said, it's the witch's cat and he's laughing. So I know there's been a few funny remarks, but I want to give you a beautiful white rose from him. And he has just said the white rose is for always. Just remember that. I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. I saw another lady up here now. Now, where did I find her? Okay, I'm just finding the person I need to give a reading to. I'm just going back. I'm giving you that one. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Right, and I've given that one. Carisha Veria. Is that it? Carisha Veria. Okay. Carisha, I want to give you, just going into my vase. I want to give you this lovely pink rose. Can you see it? It has got a bit of damage here. Let me take it off because you don't need that damage anymore. Carisha, this rose means mother love or maternal love. It also means families. So, Carisha, you must remember that the pink rose is about families and holding families together. This lovely rose, can you see all the petals are in perfect shape? I can see it is still perfect. The scent is a lavender smell. But I know with this rose, I want to give you peace of mind. I've taken the rubbish off, look, you don't need it anymore. But as I look down this stem, there is no prickles. So life has been straightforward, but I just feel with you, sweetheart, you have to start to move forward on your pathway. I'm feeling a pain in my stomach. So it's either you that's got the pain in the stomach or the lady I have with you had stomach problems, because she's just come in with this beautiful flower and she said, I had to say to you that healing comes. The lady is about, want to say round about 5'1", 5'2". She's wearing green. I can see like an emerald green with her. She's saying here that she was a person that loved to feed family. And that's what I wanted to say about family. I want to give you Maria. I also want to give you a lovely, oh, is it you? Because I've just got the pain in my stomach and it was quite strong. So I didn't know whether it was yours or whether it was a lady that was with you. She's saying here about holding your own. She said you feel sometimes a bit let down by people, especially family. But she said, always remember you are strong in mind and body. And she said she wants you to keep that strength within you. I feel you held this lady's hand before she passed to the spirit world. She's also showing me tulips in a vase. So I know tulips are for March. So there was a passing or a birthday in March. I know that she was a lady that gave her all. If somebody wanted a helping hand, she was there. If anybody wanted, say, just £1, it was cancer, was it, darling? That is just what I was feeling. But Carisha, she says thank you for all you did for her. And she said, you've got to look after you the same as you looked after her. She's also saying as well, she comes around just to give you that little boost of what you need. With her is a gentleman, and the gentleman's small as well. I feel he passed with either a cancer of the lung or he had emphysema of the lung. The gentleman is very much a person that liked to be in charge. He was very vocal sometimes, but he's saying here that he looks after Mum. You understand Vicky, the name Vicky? This is exactly, this is your dad and your mum together. I just wanted to let you know they're together. Carisha, there is so much love coming from both of them. And they have a little boy child with them as well. And this little boy child is with you. But do you understand where the vocal come in? Was he quite vocal before he passed? And did you not have a helping hand to somebody to help you? Because I know they're bringing you so much love, the pair of them. Okay. I know also there is a time of change coming for you. And you didn't understand the name of Vicky. I don't know whether it was Victor, but I know the name I probably didn't get right because I didn't quite hear. But I know you have to start to think more about yourself. I am given a new dress for you. So you are either going to a wedding or you're going to a party. And this is a beautiful blue dress. Okay, sweetheart, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. But trust in yourself because Spirit are with you every step of the way. All right, Carisha. Thank you for working with me. Jodie Jenkins, please, can I talk to you? Jodie Jenkins, I want to give you this white rose. Can you see it? It's only short. I know as I'm talking to you, Jodie, that this rose means always, everlasting. And I feel I have a grandma here, and she said I had to give you the white rose. She's saying here, you took care of her and you always looked after her and family. She's brought you a butternut squash for some reason. Do you like butternut squash soup or something? Because she just brought you a butternut squash. She was a lady that loved to make soups, and she made so many different kinds of soups. But as I say, she brought you the butternut squash. She's also brought you fresh tomato soup, and she's brought you chicken soup. So I know this is what she liked to do. Oh, maybe that is why she's saying you have to start to eat better. It was curries, was it? But I saw it in a bowl, so I didn't know. I was seeing it in bowls. But I saw the butternut squash, I saw the chicken, and I also saw as well tomato soup. So maybe it is because your health is not right. You need more vegetables into your diet, or you need something that can help to boost your immune system. Because this lady, she's so adamant that I had to give you this butternut squash. She's a lady that was quite, should I say, she struggled before she passed. She's saying here that she loved to cook, and whatever she cooked, it was to help you. Oh, is that what it is? She's very much a person that knew what she wanted in life and knew how to get it. But sometimes she said about being in charge of yourself. Sweetheart, she gives me the names of Rose, Margaret, and she's just given me Dorothy as well. She said I had to make you a chocolate sponge cake full of cream. And I feel this was what she always used to say to you was, a bitter cake never did you any harm. She's saying here something about, you know that song, Valerie? I want to give you Valerie. So maybe Valerie the name, friend or family, or the song Valerie. I wanted to give you that as well. You also understand the gentleman that used to go fishing, because I wasn't sure whether it was a surname of Fisher or a fisherman. It was a song, was it, Valerie? That's all right, because I'm hearing it being sung, so that's how I know it was connected. She said you have to start to look after number one, which is you. She's saying also that the gentleman with you would have grown vegetables in the garden. He is saying here that I had to give you the name of Alan and Edward. Also, Jodie, I see you making either a journey or you're going to make something happen that you've wanted to do for a long time. Because I just heard that song, Ticket to Ride, and that was the Beatles. But I want to give you a ticket to go somewhere. And whether or not you are traveling alone or traveling with somebody else, I know that it will happen in the next 3 months, because that is what they are saying to you. That's all I've got to give you is a ticket to ride. So remember, I've said that to you, sweetheart. And Jodie, remember, you have to eat properly to get the vitamins you need. All right, sweetheart? So I'm going to leave that with you. Ah, okay, that is what your ticket to ride is. So look forward to it. Okay, sweetheart, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Right. Can I talk to Caitlin Thomas, please? Caitlin, I'm going to give you this lovely, lovely gypsophilia. And the gypsophilia always means to me that you are strong, you're very much family, and that you take a lot on board. Caitlin, there is, with this flower, is gypsophilia, but it's also known as one of the ladies said, was baby's breath, which it is. And it is always um, with roses. If you ever pick a bunch of roses up, there's always this flower in with it. I don't know whether it's to make up room, but I know that it's a lovely, lovely flower. It's like little lace. Okay. With this flower also, I feel to you that you just need to sort out family. Maybe there's a problem with family, or maybe you have to come together as a family. But I know this is collection and being together. I have a lady here with you, and this lady's about 5'4". She's made you an apple pie with custard, and the custard is smooth as a baby's bum, she said. No lumps in it. Is it you that makes lumpy custard then, Caitlin? But I know this is what she's saying to you. She gives me the name of Gwen, and also she's just given me, the name of, I want to give you Doreen as well, or Maureen. I know as she comes forward, she loved to bake, and she's saying about making cakes, especially for you. She said about showing your spirit, and you have to show your true spirit. Okay, sweetheart. I have a gentleman now with you, and this gentleman is a father or grandfather. He was very much a man that loved his family. He used to smoke, and I can see him smoking Benson and Hedges. He loved to be in his garden, and he's got a Jack Russell with him. And I know that he always had, that's why she said about the custard then. But this gentleman I have with you is down in his garden. He's getting everything all sorted out for you. I'm given Thomas. I'm also given Darren. And I've just been given also the name of Gareth. I know this gentleman who's with you. He said about sitting on his knee, and he's saying that you often used to sit on his knee to watch cartoons. I'm also want to say to you, now is the time to take matters in your own hand. Don't let other people push you too far. So whether it's to do with the job situation or family, I just have to ask you to look to the positive side of you. Right. I have another gentleman now coming through, and he's given me the name of Alec, and he's just given me also William. So I know they're connected with you. This gentleman rode a motorbike, and I don't know whether he rode a motorbike during the war or he did something with motorbikes, but he brings that in for you. And he just said, you have to start to think about yourself again. He's so, so close with you, and he loved you so much. He just said, I had to give you a polo mint. And I think that is a memory. But it's very much with you, Caitlin. Just remember that spirit are only thought away, and they're with you always. So I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Okay. Let's see. I want to talk to Nicole Kutzer, please, if I can. Nicole Kutzer. Are you still here, sweetheart? Nicole Kutzer, are you still here? Just let me know if you are here, please. Let me bring that down so I can see. Here you go, sweetheart. I'm giving you this chrysanthemum. Can you see it, sweetheart? It is very much a lovely colour. It's like a burgundy with the yellow tips. This always means to me providence and knowing who you are in September. In November, this means grief. So either a birthday or a passing in November, a birthday or a passing in September. But the lovely colour in this chrysanthemum is absolutely beautiful. And it is so strong. There's no bits on it. Look, it's so strong. So I feel you are a strong person, Nicole. You know how far to go and you know how far you've come. But I feel with this flower is part and parcel of your past and also your present. I have a gentleman with you, and this gentleman used to grow chrysanthemums and also dahlias. And these are the colours he loved. He loved the beautiful burgundy, and he also loved the yellow. The gentleman is either your dad or your granddad. He was very much in charge of the garden. I feel you were given a little patch for you to plant things if you could. I feel also with him that he loved family. He's sitting like this with his hand on his face like this, and he's looking at you and saying how much you've changed since you was a child. Right. He gives me Gordon, and also he's just given me William. So they're both connected around you. There is a lady here. Hi, Tommy. I know there is a lady with you, and this lady, she comes forward. She's just sat there and she's just had her nails done. I don't know whether you used to do the nails for her, or she liked to do them herself. But I can see her with her nail polish, and I can see the nail polish remover. So I feel it wasn't gel polish, it was the old-fashioned polish. She's on about headaches. Is it you that's got the headaches? Or was it her that had a problem with her head? She's saying here that you have got a lot on your plate at the moment. I've been feeling quite sick. So I don't know whether this lady was very sick before she passed to the spirit world. But she gives me the names of Marjorie and Jean. So I know they're connected. She's saying here that you have to start to believe that you can do things again. She says you're a person that just holds yourself back. I'm feeling as though I just need for a moment just to sit back and allow myself to find me again. This is the headaches I've got then. I'm feeling quite dizzy. Do you get dizzy with your headaches? I feel your nan had migraines. But she's very much part and parcel of your life. She's on about Joyce. And she's just said about jollying you up. This is what she's saying. I've got to jolly you up. Okay, sweetheart. I've asked for something special for you, and I'm given an angel. And I feel there was an angel ornament in your mum's cupboard that belonged to Grandma. Just take time and know at the end of the day, you'll get there. All right, sweetheart? I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Right, who am I doing? Who am I doing now? Oh, dear. Okay, I've done that one. Nancy, please. Can I talk to Nancy? What is your name? Nancy. Nancy. You still here, Nancy? Nancy Barbarossa? Are you still here? Is Nancy still here? Can you let me know if you're still here? If not, I'll go on to someone else. You're welcome, Nicole. Okay, looks like Nancy isn't here anymore. So, can I talk to Caroline, please? Yeah, Caroline Breen. Thank you. If Nancy comes on a bit later, then I'll give her a message. But I'm coming to Caroline Breen. Caroline, I'm giving you this lovely white rose. It's just beginning to go. I don't understand what you're saying, Abby, but no, okay. Well, I'm giving you this white rose, and this white rose is just beginning to pass its best. But I know with you, sweetheart, that it is for you. No, there was a Nancy Barbarossa on here. That's who I was looking for. Okay. But this is for you, Caroline. This lovely white rose means always or everlasting. And I know they often give you the white rose, and that is for perfection as well. I feel that you are quite strong in the mind and take a lot going on with you at the moment. I know there's also a bit of worry with you at the moment. but let that worry stop because you don't need it. I want to take off this rose petal because it's damaged. You don't need it. I know with you, sweetheart, you have to start to remember who you are. I feel as though I want to put you in a quiet room and ask you to go into your own meditation and find the true Caroline again. Caroline, you've taken a lot on board. And it's like you seem to have lost your vision. It's like, I'm going one way, I'm going another, I'm going here, I'm going there. But I want to say to you, stop. It's time for you to find you again. Okay. Lady comes to bring you some lovely lavender. I feel she loved lavender and would often make the lavender into scones because she's just given me a lavender scone. I feel she had 3 patches of lavender in her garden and just loved it. And she would pick it and put it up to dry. She was a strong lady when she was on the earth plane. But she said that she also not only cooked with lavender, but she would put lavender in vinegar to make a nice, a nice dressing. Caroline, if you don't understand this, ask the question. I'm given Jean or Jeannie. I'm also given Margaret. And I've just been given Peggy, so I know they're connected around you. Gentleman comes to get you some apples off the tree. I feel he had an apple tree and a plum tree. I feel it is your grandma because that's what she was saying. But I just feel this gentleman could be granddad or dad. He had a plum tree and an apple tree and a walnut tree down the bottom of the garden. But he's just got you some apples. And he said about an apple pie or an apple dumpling. He's given me Tom and Bill for you. He gives me March and April for anniversaries. And he said, I have to give you, this is quite strange, this. It's giving you a monkey. And the monkey is a thing, what you press like that, and it climbs this monkey. And I feel you would remember that from childhood. Okay, sweetheart. I just know that you have to start to believe in yourself again. And once you can, you'll get there. I apologise for a second. My computer is just about out of charge. Just got to charge it up. Okay, it's in now. Right. I want to give you 2 swans. And I feel these are ornaments that belong to Grandma. So I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Can I talk to Vicky Fleming, please? Let me give you a flower. Take the rubbish off. You don't need that rubbish anymore. Right, I'm giving you this pink rose. And it is like such a lovely, fragile rose. Can you see? It's absolutely beautiful. It is strong, like you, steadfast. And I just know, as I look at this rose, I want to say to you, stay strong, be yourself, and show others just how strong you are. Pink rose means mother love, family, and also taking love. All right, sweetheart? But as I look at this rose, I want to give you Thumbelina. So I feel the lady I have with you would have told you stories, and Thumbelina was one of them. I know there's a lot going on in your life at the minute, sweetheart, but you need to start to say to yourself, I'm ready to move forward. This is a time of making changes and challenges. But know at the end of the day, whatever's happening around you at this moment, it will get better. I'm shown Scots Corner. So either traveling to Scotland or coming away from Scotland, because I just saw the sign for Scots Corner. And I know that is a place where you can get food from. I think it's not far from Gretna Green. So does Scotland mean something to you? Right. The lady I have with you is about 5'4". Ah, did you call into Scots Corner? Because that's what I saw was Scots Corner. And the lady I have with you was making reference to Scots Corner. The lady I have with you, she is about 5'4". She's very much a lady that would roll her sleeves up and get on with it. So whatever she did, it was like things that happened was part and parcel of what she did. She would have helped everybody. Yeah. So it's not far from Gretna Green, so I know that's there. But she showed me Scots Corner, as I told you. Then that was coming out of England into Scotland. Vicky, this lady with you is very much a mum or a grandma. Oh, there we go. It's on the way to Scotland. I saw that with Scotland. So I know that's there. So you can see that. But I know as I'm talking to you, this lady is giving me a time of change for you. So your changes have been quite full on. But she said, you know quite a lot that is going on with you. Then you need to ask then, because I know this lady is telling you that she watches over you. I'm given Margaret, and I've just been given Phyllis and Gladys. So I know they're connected with you. And the gentleman that's with you used to smoke woodbines, and then he smoked. What are you telling me? This gentleman, did he smoke? Because I've just shown woodbines, and I'm also shown as well the silk cut. I know the gentleman with you absolutely made you devastated. And if this is your husband, he's with you every step of the way. He's saying things will get better. Trust yourself. And know at the end of the day, new beginnings have started. You just need to move on. I am just being given also the name of Paul. and Michael. So I know there's a lot going on with you, sweetheart. I know it's got to take its toll sometimes, but just remember you are very much loved. Okay? So I'm going to leave you with a red rose for the blue lady and also a beautiful stargazer lily, because he says when you look up to the stars, you will see him. Okay, I'm going to leave that with you, and I'm going to say to everybody here, thank you all for being here this afternoon. I have to stop now because I've got another service. I need to get myself back on track. So until I'll just tell you now, 1 minute, I am back on Wednesday, 4 till 5. So come and join me then if you would like a message. All right. Goodbye, everybody. God bless.